What's up? It's Susie from Hey Grill Hey, and today I'm at the beautiful rim of Bryce Canyon National Park. We're doing a fundraiser dinner for my nephew and his trip with his entire class to Washington, D.C. The dinner includes some pulled pork, some beautiful smoked and grilled chicken. I've got some friends helping me out, and we're gonna put together a beautiful, beautiful meal in a beautiful, beautiful place. Let's do it. So let's talk about this dinner, because my brother Brad, who is one of my favorite people in the world, asked me if I would do a fundraiser dinner for his son's school trip to Washington, D.C. Now I said sure, because I love my brother and I love to help out. I do not do catered events. I have done samples for several hundred people, but generally I'm cooking for families, so I don't do a ton of things at scale. And when he said 200 people, I almost lost a part of my soul because I knew how much work it was going to be. I went to Facebook and asked my community there, like, what's the largest group of people that you have cooked for? Some people were regularly cooking for hundreds of people, and it sparked a really interesting discussion. So I want to know with you guys on the YouTube fam here, like, what is the largest group that you have cooked for? Let me know in the comments, because I was completely overwhelmed when I initially kind of got the 200 number. So the first thing I have to do is start planning the menu. Now, because this is a fundraiser, we are trying to keep food costs down. Dixie Meats, a local butcher where I live, donated $100 towards the dinner. So we used that because they make these beautiful homemade sausages. We got some brats, we got some jalapeno cheddar sausages done. That's taken care of. I also thought pulled pork, because it's a classic barbecue dish, but it also clocks really affordable per pound. So that left me having to decide our third meat. I went back and forth. Do we do brisket, which can come with like really high food costs? Do we do ribs that are kind of high maintenance? In the end, I decided to go with whole chickens that I could cut in half, spatchcock, and smoke. Now, the next question was capacity. I own a ton of grills, but I don't own any one grill that can cook 70 chickens at once or a dozen pork butts at once. So I called up my friend Joe. He lives in the same town as me. He cooks amazing barbecue at our farmers markets on the weekends, and we love going on Saturdays and eating food by Joe.
What do you think, Joe?
Cooking.
He has a gorgeous, massive RECTEQ. So you RECTEQ fans, you have to check out Joe's smoker. It has the largest capacity of any RECTEQ I've ever seen. He said there's only a handful of them in the entire country. So it is a pretty cool, unique grill. Now that I have my meat menu and I know how we're gonna be cooking them, we're actually pre-cooking our meats before we travel to location, because we couldn't haul Joe's smoker to Bryce Canyon where the event is. So we smoked everything in Joe's backyard. We spent the day before prepping all of the chickens. We did all of the pork butts the day before that. And the plan is to travel with these and reheat them on site and finish cooking the chicken while we're at location. Now I gotta think about sides. I wanted to go classic barbecue. So I went with my smoked Gouda mac and cheese because it's absolutely delicious and I didn't have to worry about finishing it on the smoker. I also did a very simple jazzed up baked bean with my sweet rub, my Texas sauce, and some sausage mixed in with some classic Bush's baked beans. Our third and final side was a very easy coleslaw. I made my homemade coleslaw dressing and then mixed it with some pre-shredded coleslaw mix for a side that came together in just a couple of minutes. Now I did have a kitchen at the hotel near the event that I could do all of the prep for my sides and keep them warm, which only left me finishing all of the chickens at the event. Now this is where things got really interesting. We had 2 propane grills to finish off our chicken. It was high temperature, hot and fast. Our chicken had been pre-smoked but cooled, so we had to bring them back up to temperature and finish them off. I used my everything sauce. We thinned it with a little bit of water and all of the yummy chicken juice, pan juice, to make a beautiful, rich, loaded glaze that we basted on the chickens as they finished the cooking process. This high heat gave us this perfect char grilled flavor mixed with the juiciness of the smoked chicken. And once they were finished, we just quartered them, put them into pans, loaded up the buffet line with all of our heated sides, our heated pulled pork, our beautiful finished chicken, and we were ready to send people through the line. Now, I actually ended the event with more food than I needed because we had slightly less than 200 people attend, but that's okay. I'd always rather have more than not enough. And I think everybody was thrilled with the food. All of the feedback that I got was absolutely amazing. Now, I normally don't cook for this many people. This was definitely a special event. I love that I got to do this for family. It was a ton of work, and I gotta be honest, I'm freaking pooped. I'm so tired. But it was so much fun. And honestly, cooking for family, hold on. Okay. Honestly, cooking for family and cooking for people is one of my favorite things to do. And this was a great event. Thank you guys for hanging out with this video today. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little behind the scenes of cooking for a big, big crowd. See you next time.